guys? We're back for another Dokkan battle video, and we got a data download over here on Global Dokkan. Now, I'm a little bit surprised that they did another data download so fast. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? Because obviously Angel Golden Frieza was officially announced, but it was literally like they put the World Tournament stuff in, and then they did a second data download before this stuff even released. That's not very common for Dokkan to do. So what we have here is we have basically the Angel Golden Frieza stuff was added in the data download. And obviously, as you guys see, 24 hours from now is a global world tournament. I do feel bad for letting you guys on global because, like, dog, literally, like for for like those in like California, like it's like you're gonna be like grinding world tournament, all the ball drops. Like, that's so stupid. The worst timing ever for a world tournament, right? So Angel Golden Frieza's out, along with the details for Cell, Frieza, and then, of course, the Golden Frieza and Sorbet. Here, actually, let me just quickly refresh this. Did they put dates on these units and stuff like that? Here, let me actually take a look at Angel Cell, and let me just refresh it real quick. Yeah, okay, so it's not even up here yet. Okay, so we got an interesting little thing here. We're going to talk about Angel Golden Frieza himself in a second. Let's talk about Cell, right? So Cell here has, like, this is what he looks like on JP. There were some differences between the Angel Cell and the Angel Frieza on Global and JP because we could just look at his SSR, right? He came out on June 12th of 2018 for JP. He came out on July 4th of 2017 for Global, right? And he does different things. He lowers defense on Global. On JP, he stacks defense, which was much better. So they were different before they got their Dokkan Awakening. I was expecting that the units were just going to be exactly the same after they get their Dokkan Awakening. Like, I thought that the Cell and the Frieza would be the same on Global and JP. That's actually not the case, but it's yet another instance of a global advantage. I mean, we see this now constantly. There's a bunch of units now that are better on Global than they are on JP. I mean, for this Cell, this is not, like, this literally is almost completely irrelevant. Basically, he keeps his lowering of defense, but he still stacks attack and defense now. And he's exactly the same. Like, there's nothing different about Cell on Global and JP besides this little extra effect he's got on his attack, which is lowering defense. But, like, that, who cares? That literally is completely irrelevant and does not actually matter. Now, for Frieza here, the only thing about this Frieza, right, is he does have the same name as the literal Dokkan Fest that's coming, right? Like, Frieza, Final Form Angel is the same name for both of these guys. So it's like, it's less of a deal than you would think. But this guy actually has a nice little effect. So he stacks attack and defense, supreme damage, and he has a rare chance of stunning. Now, that's way better than the little defensive lowering that Cell does is completely pointless. But this Frieza, now stacking attack and defense, stunning, he's an orb changer, right? Like, this guy is really good. Like, for Global, if you're going to talk about this guy in Extreme Tech, Extreme Super Battle Road, this Frieza is going to be really good. Because, again, he's orb changing, he's stacking attack and defense. Now, stacking defense, it's definitely useful in Super Battle Road, but, like, you're not in, like, the super long fights where you're really going to be able to build up your defense to you're immune to damage. But even, you know, he already is getting his defense on super attack, so you don't want to put him in slot 1 anyway. So now, like, Super Battle Road on Global, you have him in slot 2, he's raising his defense on super attack, then he's getting his defensive buff on super attack, then he's got the chance of stunning too, and he's creating orbs. Like, that's quite good. Like, you know, it's not like the JP unit I would give, like, a rating of, like, 7, and then this guy gets, like, a 10 plus on Global. But, I mean, he's better. Like he's better on Global, that's it. And it's like, the main area where he's better and he can help is something like Super Battle Road, and that's exactly where having the same name as the Dokkan Fest is not, like, gonna hurt him or really that big of a deal, right? Because of the fact that you're gonna be using that Frieza in Extreme Tech, you know, Battlefield or Super Battle Road, and this Frieza you're gonna be using on Extreme Physical in that Battlefield or Super Battle Road. So again, that's a pretty big boon for Global. I mean, you know, between that Frieza, the Physical Goku Black is just 100 times better. Like, I was using the Physical Goku Black, playing around with him a little bit on Janemba's team, the Janemba that just came out on JP, who I'm not really the biggest fan of. I feel like they maybe were a little bit. I think Janemba's design is pretty awful, honestly. But like that physical Goku Black giving Ki and then also potentially Rainbow Orb changing against a Goku family enemy, it would be really, really valuable for that Fat Janemba, because Fat Janemba doesn't have any key links and stuff like that. He needs orbs. Like, it's just tough for him. So, I mean, we now have a precedent of quite a few units being better on Global than they are on JP. So I don't like that. Now, people are going to instantly be like, oh, there he goes, the JP cocksucker. But it's like, no, I just want things equal. Equal is what I want. I want the units to be just as good on both versions. I don't want JP to have like, oh, a way better version of a character than Global. I want them to be the same, because I think that would be better for the overall morale of the community, right? If there's not like inherent advantages like that. And like, while speaking of that, there is a ticket in here for Frieza's banner. But I mean, yeah, for like people who spend money, this is great, right? Because it's just going to be one of those peel-off trove tickets. Like, you're going to be able to get like a guaranteed featured unit and stuff like that. Definitely going to be helpful. But I mean, this, like, when you say like a JP Shaft, the tickets that Global gets is huge. It's not these type of tickets that I'm talking about. It's the type of tickets that like the Christmas Tanabata banner had, where when you do multis, you're getting tickets, which are, you know, every ticket is a single summon, right? That is a huge JP Shaft, a huge Global advantage. These aren't really that big of a deal, because it's like you're buying it anyway, right? But again, for like someone like me, like just this one ticket alone, like if you have one of these on every Dokkan Fest exclusive banner, if you get even like the new Dokkan Fest exclusive even once across like all the Dokkan Fest banners that have dropped in a year, like that's significant value there. Because like, and I've told people like one multi for me on JP, like not buying the 90 stone pack is like $57 for me, right? So it's like, what is this peel off trove ticket, like 10, 15, 20, something like that? Like it is a huge like help to be able to have stuff like this, right? But I don't know that I would necessarily call this a JP Shaft, but the other tickets you get normally from banners, I definitely would. So then of course there's Frieza himself. Frieza's a bad boy. There's no doubt about it. Like, you know, again, I've been using Janemba. You know, I was playing around a little bit with Golden Frieza because of Janemba as well, and it's just like, this guy just feels like he's just head and shoulders better than Janemba to me. Like, it's just not even close. This Frieza, but then again, this Frieza, there's not a lot of units in the game that I would put on this Frieza's level, because he's built in such a way where he is good in virtually every event. He stacks defense right here, which is great for long events, Infinite Dragon Ball History and Legendary Goku event. He seals, great for Super Battle Road, great for Battlefield, right? Maybe some stages of Infinite Dragon Ball History. Because he has this part, like this Beerus effect right here, where he gets hit, and then for several turns he gets the extra buffs to his passive. Like, he is capable of hitting well over a 3 million attack stat once that part is active, like turn 1, right? Whereas like Janemba, like getting past 3 million can be a little bit tough for him. He also gets this medium chance of dodging when he gets hit. Like the first time he gets hit, then for the rest of the turn he's got a medium chance of dodging, which is good if he's in slot 1. And then he also lowers enemies' attack by 30% for 2 turns. Again, for Super Battle Road, like that's huge. Or like against like Jiren and Dokkan Battlefield, like, you know, pretty soon JP is going to get to the point where I think the next Battlefield for Global is there's no more Jiren. I think that you guys are actually moving to the Golden Frieza set of Dokkan Battlefield, I believe, with the next one. I'm pretty sure. And like Jiren was way tougher, I think, than that Golden Frieza boss. But like being able to lower enemy attack like that is good. He's got a good link set. They did not shaft him. Like a lot of units like STR Cooler does not have something like Shocking Speed and shit like that, right? Frieza has Shocking Speed. Really good link set. He's on a lot of good teams. And then he has the single best transformation condition in the entire game, which is literally whenever you choose. He can transform, right? Then once he transforms, he gets to 100% attack buff on super attack, right? The stats for attack and defense, stuff like that, go up. He gets a bigger buff on super attack. And then this is good. So he has a 70% chance on super attack of stunning the enemy for 1 turn, right? But again, very good for Super Battle Road. And if you fall below low health, he gets 50% damage reduction, which of course that is good everywhere as well. So like this Frieza is just, he's doing so much in so many different areas. He's good in literally any event. In Dokkan events, you transform with him right away and just get him to just slapping enemies with his cock. 6 million attack stats, 5 million attack stats, 4+ million attack stats turn 1 in Angel Gold and Frieza, right? You could stack defense for long events. He's got the attack lowering, the stunning, the sealing for Super Battle Road. Like, this Frieza's amazing. And, like, another thing to really consider with this guy, I mean, we're going to see what his banner looks like here on Global, but this Frieza has probably the single best 7-unit Dokkan Fest exclusive banner of all time. I would think, like, it's probably still the best one. I mean, if they do not change it for Global, like, I totally would, like, understand summoning on this banner. Because you look at it, all 7 of these units are very usable in different modes, right? You have Frieza, Beerus, Kaioken, Blue Goku, and Cooler. I mean, these are very elite 4 units at the top of this banner, right? And then you have Namek Goku transforming Frieza and Angel Gold and Frieza. I mean, Namek Goku, I'm not the biggest fan. These two, the only thing is that they've just been on, like, every banner ever, but they're still super good. But, like, if you're a free-to-play player or something like that and you're summoning on this banner, the thing is, if you get a featured unit, it's very difficult to be shafted. Like, the only way you're going to get shafted is if you've already got, like, these 2 rainbowed because they've been on 600 million banners. That's basically it, right? So you have a lot of value in summoning for this Angel Gold and Frieza banner. Definitely something to keep in mind, right? So I think that pretty much covers everything that's going on here. Kid Buu, by the way, should be the EZA. We'll know for sure once Global gets celebration details, which I assume Global will get celebration details probably Sunday night. So on the 3rd, the night of the 3rd, is when Global will get the celebration details, again, which should include, I believe, Int Kid Buu's EZA. And then I do expect LR Jiren, and then the EZAs for God Topo and Dispo to be in part 2 for this celebration. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.